just happened. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. My neighbors compete to see who can put up more blinding lights. The kids all wish away the month 'cause they want presents in sight. This year had me so mad. I've been bad, got cold that is sitting under my tree. I think that my Christmas has died. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. When I was just a boy, Christmas brought so much joy. Couldn't wait for the presents and laughter. I couldn't sleep late at night, looking for Santa with lights. Those are the memories I still remember. Then I became a man, lost sight of who I am. But right in front of me was the answer. 'Cause on Christmas I feel joy, and I turn back to a boy. The answer is to stay young forever. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song.
Yes, indeed. It's a UFC 309 watch along on the Ringside Report Network. Let's do it.
Start.
Yes, we're here. I'm here. Freddie is here. Freddie! What's happening?
What's up?
You know, we're doing the thing. We're having a good time. We're watching UFC 309. I've actually watched some prelims. Ooh, he's got a beverage, tasty beverage in front of him.
Hot tea.
Making adjustments on the fly. Hot tea. It looked like beer. I thought you were drinking beer. I was surprised.
I've been enjoying my tea in these WWE glasses. It's
Hmm.
Ric Flair.
Very nice. It's tea talk with Fred. Tea time. Tea time. Tea time.
Peppermint tea, the best.
Peppermint. Wow. Wow. Look at you. So we've got fights happening here, Fred. John Jones, Stipe Miocic. It could be the end for both of them tonight. It's all happening. Ooh, my boy Russell Simcoe is in the chat. AJ is in the chat. Shout out Russell.
Where you at, AJ?
Yeah, where's AJ? How come AJ's not here? My boy Russell, I know, would enjoy what I got over here, baby. We are rocking. We are ready for the holidays. Look at this thing. Woo! Da, 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 da. We gotta look how festive, baby. Look at that. It's the holiday season. We're getting ready.
I mean, since you're there and I'm watching some college football at the same time, I've been wanting to tell you, I found a team for you, man. You should be a BYU fan.
Why?
They're undefeated this year, and they got their starting quarterback is the only Jewish quarterback in Division I football, and he likes to nickname himself the BY Jew from BYU. So, kind of cool nickname.
Wow. There is a Jewish quarterback in college football?
And they're undefeated, man. I think they're ranked number 5 or something.
Wow. That's nice. Russell, did you know about this? Were you aware of this? You know, Fred, you know what's interesting? As soon as I pulled out the menorah, the views on YouTube dropped significantly. Everybody was like, no, I better put this away. I was just watching. I was like, wait a second. Everybody's dropping. What happened? People don't like Jewish talk, man. They don't like it, you know? It's a tough time, man. It's a tough time. Russell says, put it away. I put it away. I put it away. John Jones, Stipe could be the last
BYU.
one. Yeah, BYU. There you go. I'm with it. I may, I don't know. Football's tough for me to watch. It's hard for me to get interest in football. I don't really watch it. I like fighting. I understand fighting. I thought we were going to see Chris Weidman fight Eryk Anders tonight. It didn't happen.
Canceled.
That sucks. He was on my parlay, Eryk Anders.
I'm not sure what happened, but Eryk Anders is the one that pulled out. Hey, RFK Jr.
Isn't that Tulsi Gabbard next to him?
I'm not sure. I didn't notice.
There's Elon and Trump and Kid Rock and Dana White all front row together. That is quite a crew. How come RFK is sitting behind them? Like he's in a row in the back? How is Kid Rock more important than RFK at this situation? I mean, Elon, I get. It's quite a crew at this UFC pay-per-view here at Madison Square Garden. The future and former president Donald Trump.
Why is
Mr.
Kid Rock
Bawit
there? Is he
himself,
friends?
Kid Rock.
Is he friends with Trump? Like how does that go? Does he call Donald and say, "Yo, what's up, Don? We going to the UFC?" Or Donald calls him? I'm not sure. Wondering.
You talking about Donald and Kid Rock? How they make
Yeah.
plans?
Yeah.
I think it's kind of like him, Dana, and Trump have like a group text going. And they're like, yo, let's call Elon, get Elon in this, you know? I think it's like, yo, Donnie, are you coming to the fights? You know? I've got tickets for you, ringside. Trump's like, of course, that would be terrific. Kid Rock's like, bah with the bah, ba-dang, diggy, diggy. You know? And then Elon's
My
like,
name
yes,
is
I will be
Kid.
there. I could be there in a spaceship, no problem. It's like, all right, dude.
But
Shit.
Arnold's there also? I didn't see
I don't
Arnold.
know. I didn't see Schwarzenegger. That's my Elon impression. I don't have a good one. He
Oh,
talks
that's
funny.
Elon? Okay. That sounded like
Elon Musk. I don't know. He talks weird. I don't know what that accent is. I think he's like South African or something.
Yeah.
He's not American. I'll tell you that much, Fred. He's not American. I don't know if I trust him around the president. He's not from America. You wonder what his true
man.
intentions are, brother.
Since he's South African, he's probably African American. So right now you're being racist, man.
You're right. I apologize. How dare I call Elon an African American, not really American? That's truly racist. You are correct. That is very, very bad. What? Yeah, I mean, it's just weird. It's just weird to have those guys there, and to play the video of Trump. Like, they played this, like, Trump hype video in the arena, too. It felt like a Republican campaign event more than a UFC fight for a moment there. It was just weird.
Just a celebration, man.
Yeah, but I don't know why you got to have political celebrations at the UFC. Like, I've said this the whole time. It doesn't matter who it is or who you root for or whose team you're on. It's the fights. It's supposed to be, not about politics and all sorts of stuff. Like, it's supposed to be an escape from all that. But when it gets tied into it, it's kind of, I don't know, it's uncomfortable. I don't need to see all that. I don't need to see American politics when I'm watching fights.
I'm all good with it.
Man, why does it have to be in everything, though, man? Remember when it was just like for nerds on Sunday morning? What happened?
Man, you really want to go there?
No.
Because I could go there.
But you know what I mean? It's like, come on.
Yeah,
Why
I
do
know
we
what
have
you
to be
mean,
doing
man.
this at
When I
every
watch the
single
NBA,
cultural
when I
event?
watch the NBA and they just like go all over like all the lefty talking points, I'm like, oh man, I don't want to watch the NBA no more. I completely
it's a
understand
turnoff,
what you're
man.
saying.
No matter where you sit, it's a turnoff. This is why Jordan never endorsed anybody, never said anything either way, and everybody loved him because no one knew. It's better that way if nobody knows. I don't like knowing, you know? I don't want to know. I don't want to see it. Like, just give me the fights. Don't give me the other stuff. Because then it makes me wonder, like, what's going on? What's really happening? What messages are they trying to send? It's creepy. Oh, well. I do think it's cool that a future president shows up to the fights. Like, I think that's fine. If he wants to go to the fights, I think that's cool. I just don't need the UFC to play a hype video for him. It's like, all right, give him a good seat, take care of him, of course. But, like, do you have to show the video making him seem like, you know? You know what I mean? Like, it was a step too far.
I didn't really see the video, so I can't comment, but I'm all good with it, man. I mean, if you don't like it, just don't listen to it, man. Move on.
But I have to. I'm watching the fights. This is what I'm saying. It interrupts my enjoyment of fights because it's like, yo, all of a sudden it's like a Republican commercial. I don't
That's
need
the
all
time
that.
you should have been outside smoking weed.
Yeah, you're right. I mistimed everything. You're correct about that. We're about to see a fight, Fred. It is
A mismatch.
Is it? I don't even know who these guys are. I don't
I mean,
know who
according to the odds, it's a mismatch. It's Roofy and is that his name? I'm not even sure.
Lontop. Ruffy. I'm gonna say it's
Ruffy.
Mauricio Ruffy.
I think it's
I don't
Ruffy.
know.
I'm not sure. I think it's
a minus 1,000 favorite. Lontop plus 650, the underdog. So Lontop's supposed to wound up Lon Bottom.
I mean, also the under 1.5 round is a minus 150. So the odds maker seems to think it's a mismatch and it's not gonna last too long. So let's see, man.
That's
Come on,
good.
Roofy.
That's what we want to see, right?
Who has Roofy beat on his resume? Not even sure.
No.
Let's go see that.
Did AJ put this guy in his parlay? AJ's not with us tonight because I don't know where he is, honestly.
He's trying to get He's trying to get a legal team to sue the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight because he's crazy.
We got to talk about that. Doug Hepburn in the chat says, Dave, you called that Tyson fight to a T, which, I mean, yeah, not happy I did. I wish I hadn't. I wish I could have, been surprised because it really sucked, didn't it? I told you it was going to suck, and it sucked. What about Rufi?
Yeah, it was awful.
Yeah.
He has the nerd glasses. Like, okay, I'm putting a face to the guy.
There's a lot of these team nerd or whatever it is, fight nerds.
Yeah,
Tayo Barayos in that team.
yeah. I
Good
want a
Brazilian
pair of
team.
glasses like a.
Yeah. Yeah, that Tyson fight was terrible. It was exactly as I expected. We did a watch along for it last night on Wrestling Uncensored. And yeah,
Poor you.
I mean, yeah, it was.
Poor
what it
you,
was.
man, because I bailed out. Like I was so tired. First of all, like it started like they were saying it would start around 11. Man, it started almost at midnight or maybe past. Way too late. And yeah, man, it was terrible, man. Terrible fight. At midpoint of the 6th round, I bailed out. I said this is going to decision and not a good decision.
Yeah. It was obvious. I mean, I knew what was going to happen before the fight took place. Tyson had a decent first minute, and then he just didn't have anything left, and that was it. He was too old and too slow, and Jake Paul was too ineffective to put him away. It was exactly the fight I told you it was going to be on Thursday night, and it played out exactly as I expected it to play out. It was a disappointing matchup, and everybody's mad. AJ thinks it was a fix because he can't fathom anything. Like, he just predicts Tyson to win by knockout, and he just couldn't believe what happened in front of him, so much so that he's got to claim it's fixed. AJ is one of those guys who, you know, when he wins, he claims that he's the best and it's amazing and no one can stop him. And when he loses, he claims it's fixed. By the way, AJ, a big Trump supporter. I mean, I don't know if those two things go hand in hand, but it's a similar situation going on with both guys. Just saying. It's a pro wrestling way to do things. You know what I mean? It's from the Vince McMahon playbook. It's a heel wrestler tactic. When you win, you say you're the best, and when you lose, you say you got cheated. That's what heel wrestlers do. That's what Trump does. That's what AJ does. That's what all the great heels do. And it works. People love them for it. People love AJ. Right? AJ's got fans. Am I wrong?
Maybe.
All right, I guess we got to stop the steal, Fred. I think you're right. We should keep trying. Man. Okay. We are
And here we go.
starting.
Here
the
we
fight.
go.
Here we go. First round.
All right.
Lawn Top and Ruffy. This is the first fight on the pay-per-view. Up next, we've got Viviane Araujo against Karine Silva, followed by a middleweight bout between Bo Nickal and Paul Craig, which should be fun. Co-main event is Charles Oliveira and Michael Chandler. And then we'll have the main event of John Jones, Stipe, Miocic. I see a question in the chat wondering when the main event will be. I'd say probably around 11:30-ish. About an hour and a half from now.
If we're lucky.
If we're lucky. I'm feeling lucky, Fred. Feeling lucky. Eryk Anders not lucky. He had to pull out of that fight against Chris Weidman today. That sucks. Some sort of illness. Unspecified medical issue, they're saying. I don't know what that means, but...
Was this his first time cutting to 185 or?
No, I don't think so.
Because he was a 205er before. I don't know.
Anders... He had fought at middleweight before.
Okay.
I feel like most of his fights were at middleweight.
Oh, for real? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, his past several fights have been at middleweight. His last fight was at middleweight against Jamie Pickett. Yeah, it's not an issue of not being able to drop from 205 to 185. He's done it. He fought Marc-Andre Barriault at middleweight. He's a middleweight. He just, I don't know. I don't know what happened. Could be a number of things. Whoa, Ruffy. You see that punch he threw there? That was a big looping right hand that just flew over the top of Lawn Top.
I mean,
Who's
Ruffy
Santos?
looks.
I'm confused. There's a guy, Ruffy, I think, has the word Santos on his shorts.
Maybe his full name is Ruffy Santos. I don't know.
Mauricio Ruffy. Maybe Ruffy is a nickname? And his
I mean,
real
Ruffy-
last name is Santos? Like, I don't understand. Because
Ruffy Santos sounds cool. So
Ruffy Santos.
I don't know. He
Mauricio
doesn't have
Ruffy.
he doesn't have a Wikipedia page. So I gotta go with whatever I find on SureDog or whatever.
I'm looking at his Tapology, and it says Mauricio Ruffy. But for some reason on his shorts, it says Santos.
It's probably a nickname, I would say.
Whoa! Lawn top with a big right hand. Man, for as big of a favorite Ruffy is, I don't know. Hasn't done much so far in the first round. It's a minus 1,000 favorite. What was the over-under? 1.5 rounds?
Yeah.
What was it?
1.5. It was minus 150 for under 1.5 rounds.
Okay, so Ruffy's supposed to put this guy away fast, but so far he's eaten some solid shots from lawn top here. Good leg kicks. A few right hands. Oh, that was a nice counter hook from Ruffy. Are you watching these fights or are you watching college football? I feel like you're not even watching the fights. You're still
No, I'm watching,
college
man.
football.
I'm watching. I'm watching.
Okay.
I don't want to be a dick because I think I'm like 4 or 5 seconds before you. So
Oh, yeah?
I'm at 1 minute, 59, 58, 57.
I got 56, 55, 54.
Okay, so I got
53.
like three seconds on you.
Okay.
But no, I'm watching, man. And I'm watching college football, man. I got a couple screens going, man.
Who's winning?
Georgia, Tennessee, 17-17. It's a very good game. Number 1 Oregon might lose, man. Come on.
Wow. Oh, that was a nice right hand from Ruffy. It wobbled lawn top. Oh, my God. He threw like a spinning kick that
And then
totally missed and almost got
Yeah.
knocked out with a counter right hand. What
And
the
he
hell was
almost,
that?
like, after when he got up. Oh,
Man, that was a cool elbow. But he landed
Yeah.
like a good punch and then tried to follow it up with this terrible-looking kick. What happened? Stick with the punches, Ruffy. His punches look better than his kicks. His kicks are not landing.
he tried to go the Michael Pereira route of sometimes going super flashy, and it doesn't always work.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be cool if it landed, but it just didn't come close. See, all his guys have Santos on the back, but everybody's calling this guy Mauricio Ruffy, so I'm confused about the Santos. You know what I mean? Like, his whole crew has the name Santos on their back, and his shorts say Santos, but his name is Mauricio Ruffy. I'm not seeing his name as Santos anywhere. Mauricio Ruffy.
It's probably a nickname.
Yeah, Ruffy's got to be a nickname. It's got to be Mauricio Santos.
Yeah.
But it's so kind of... But then why doesn't it just say Ruffy on his short? Because, like, everything, his UFC profile, there's no mention of the name Santos anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, his UFC fight profile, it says Mauricio Ruffy. Everywhere, Mauricio Ruffy, Mauricio Ruffy.
But you know, like Brazilian soccer players often, like, okay, so I just Googled for fun, Pele. What's Pele's name, you think? Everybody knows him as Pele.
And here we go.
Pele? His
Yeah.
name is Mauricio Ruffy.
No, it's Edson Arantes do Nascimento. So Ruffy's probably just a nickname. Like Brazilians often, they have nicknames, man.
Okay, but
We'll
what
see.
did Pele have on his jersey?
Pele.
Exactly. He didn't have Nascimento.
Oh.
Like Mauricio Ruffy
Yeah.
should have Ruffy on his shorts. What's this Santos bullshit? You know what I'm saying? You're proving my
wait.
point. Why does it say Santos? It's just confusing. Say Ruffy.
With all this Ruffy talk, yeah, he's not gonna finish it in 1.5 rounds. It seems.
Well, he's still got another, minute and a half, Fred. You never know. He's landed some good shots. I think he came back and won that first round.
Yeah, he probably won the round, but Lontop is he's a gamer still. Like at the
Yeah.
beginning when I saw this fight starting, I'm going, oh, Lontop, he looks a little, sorry to say, a little fat for the
Yeah.
division, but he's been fighting well, man. He's been a gamer. He's been exchanging. He's been a couple of leg kicks here and there.
He's got a face tattoo. He's got that haircut. This guy looks like a gang member on top. He looks dangerous.
Well, you gotta go
Doesn't
there,
he?
man.
I mean, he does.
Oh!
He just got knocked out, though. Big
1.5
uppercut
rounds.
from
Come on,
Santos.
Ruffy.
It's Santos. Call him by his name. Santos Ruffy. Oh, big hammer fists. Can he finish it in 1.5 rounds? He's got 34 seconds to do it. I think he's going to run out of time, though, because Lontop got back to his feet. He was getting his ass kicked. Lontop's got a huge welt under his left eye, big time swelling. He got beat up there. Ruffy looked like he was going to finish him, dropped him with an uppercut, landed big hammer fists on the ground, but Lontop able to scramble back to his feet. But you can tell he can't really see out of that left eye anymore. Look at that.
Oh, yeah, that eye is
Yikes.
puffy.
But he's got 10 seconds to make it over 1.5 rounds, so
You won't make it.
He might. Oh, spin kick. Oh, big right hand from the Ruffy. He made it over. The over hit, Fred. 1.5. We are at the halfway point of this fight. It's looking bad for Lontop, though. It looks like he could get finished any second here.
Why is this a catch weight? I just noticed it says catch weight.
I don't know.
Is Lontop like a last minute replacement, maybe?
165. That's a weird one. Lontop. I don't know. I like fights at 165, though. Oh, big right hand staggers Lontop. Man, that was a hell of a right hand. Man, Lontop's eating some big shots and getting very hurt in this fight. Ruffy's got some serious power. What?
He's still moving forward, like maybe a little less, but I mean.
Yeah, but you can see he's taking big damage, man.
Yeah. It's another round for Ruffy for sure. Look at Ruffy. He has no damage, pretty much. Like,
yeah, no, he's looking fine. And Lontop's nose is like squished in. Do you see his nose, man? It's like bent inwards and bleeding on the side. I think his nose is broken. His orbital might be broken. Like, look at his eye, man. His left cheek is like black and blue. He's looking very rough. The doctors are going to check on him if he makes it out of this round, and I'm not sure they let him fight the third. His face is a mess. But there he is, looking for a single leg takedown. Didn't work, but he's still fighting Lontop. Very tough. Ruffy's got to be wondering, like, what do I got to hit this guy with? It's like a zombie. He's not going away. Fred, imagine doing this to a man's face and him not falling down. Him not, like, being done. Imagine this guy is coming forward after you. I've never been involved in something like that, where you just lump a guy's face up. Like, you change the way he looks, and then he's still moving forward trying to fight you. It's crazy.
that's the point where I'm pulling guard. Like, all right.
Yes. Let's just do jiu-jitsu for the rest of the fight. I don't want to punch you anymore. It's crazy. It's not working. Because his left eye is bad. You think the doctors check on him here? State of New York, man, they stop fights
they
quick.
should. Like, honestly, they should be checking
he can see
his
out of that eye. His nose might be broken, too. Oof. It's just leaking. Oh, big cut on the eyebrow, too. He is cut and bruised all over his face. Lawn Top. Lawn Top on the bottom here. Ooh, they didn't even check on him. No doctor check. Interesting. It's usually the ref that would make the call the doctor in. I guess he said, nah. Guess not.
Who's the ref? Goddard, I think.
No.
Not sure.
No, it's some other guy. I don't know his name.
I don't know.
Who's that guy? I don't know him.
Not sure.
And
Man,
here we go.
did you watch the prelims earlier? Like, you saw the Tibura fight?
Yeah?
Oh, man, he fucking busted the guy open. Who was his opponent? I forget his name, man. was
Yeah,
like-
white shorts guy, Brazilian dude.
Yeah,
Beat
exactly.
the shit out of him.
And I was like, come on, Herb, man, just finish it. And it seemed like Herb just wanted to let it go to decision.
Yeah. Doctor stopped that
take,
one.
take. Yeah. Finished the round. Yeah, exactly.
Jim Miller with a really nice guillotine choke. First round. Stops Damon Jackson. Nice submission from Jim Miller. That was cool.
Yeah.
Man, that guillotine was so nasty. Gave me some ideas of the head placement.
I almost put Jim Miller on my parlay yesterday, but I was like, I'm not sure. I'm
It's tough
kind
to
of
bet on him.
old.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He's kind of old and all, but
Plus
Good for him, man.
195 underdog going into that fight. Pulls off the first round submission. Jim Miller is a legend, man. Still getting it done. That was his 45th fight in the UFC. It's ridiculous. 45 fights in the UFC?
that is
That's
ridiculous.
crazy, man.
Is that the record? Must be.
It must be. He said he wants to get to 50. And why not? You know?
I
Looks
mean,
like
he just
can do
won,
it.
so.
Yeah, he just
Yeah.
won. First round
Like,
submission. How do you
You,
say
you
no?
said what? 45?
Yeah.
So 5 more fights. Like, let's say he goes 2-3. Still decent.
Why not? Let him do it. Lawn Top hanging in here in this fight, but he's losing. He lost the first 2 rounds by far. Although the judges are terrible. Just a warning, Fred. I don't know if you were watching the early prelims, but there was a fight between Oban Elliott from Wales and Basil Hafez. And one judge was scoring it 2-0 for Basil Hafez, and the other two had it 1-1. And it was 2-0 for Oban Elliott. The live odds had Oban Elliott at like minus 800 going into the third round. So Vegas knew that Oban Elliott was up big, but the judges, for some reason, thought otherwise. Derek Cleary specifically had Basil Hafez up 2-0. Thankfully, Oban Elliott finished the job and knocked out Basil Hafez in the third round, so we didn't have to see those scorecards. But people were already a little bit suspicious, worried, and wondering what the hell was going on. So don't
Don't let
trust
it
the
go to
judges.
the
tonight.
judges.
Don't let it go to the judges. Derek Cleary is on the case, and he is fucking up already. The fact that he scored, like, okay, they all scored the second round for Basil Hafez. I think they're all wrong, but whatever. But the first round, not scoring that first round for Oban Elliott is crazy. So it's a crapshoot when you're going to go to the judges here in the state of New York tonight. So get ready. I hope we don't see a lot of decisions. We're going to see a decision in this fight. Lawn Top is looking good in this round. He's pushing Ruffy up against the fence. He's kind of clinching. He's controlling position. He's not taking damage.
Could he have stole another round?
No.
I'm not sure. No.
Which one? The second,
Yeah, no.
maybe? I don't think so. I think he's
Yeah.
won this round, though. He just landed a combination. This has been the best round by far for Lawn Top. I think he probably is winning, although he just ate an elbow to the face. So, but he's pressing the action, landing punches. Ruffy looks like he got tired of punching him.
Yeah. Ruffy came in as the big favorite, kind of a prospect, I guess. I mean, guy kind of looks good physically, and his striking is decent, but Lontop has been so tough and keeps moving forward. So I don't know. Maybe we got to give a lot of props to Lontop for his performance here.
He's got a good chin. You know?
He's still dangerous. He's still throwing.
Yeah, but he's losing. I'd like to see more of Ruffy. You know? I'm not sure. This is a catch weight fight too, 165. Like, where does he fight normally? Is he a 55 or a 170?
I guess 55, but man, he looks big still for 55. If he makes 55, he's a big 55.
That's it. I'm not really sure why he's fighting at 165 here, so I'm not sure.
Come on, somebody do a Wikipedia page for him, man. We need the info. Easy.
Yeah. Ruffy Santos won by decision. We're going to get the official decision. But this was not that great. And there's Ruffy talking to Donald Trump. Look at these people that are, it's like all the Republicans are there. They got Trump, they got Tulsi Gabbard, they got RFK. They got a whole crew there watching the fights.
I mean, RFK and Tulsi used to be Democrats, man. Come on, man. Stop labeling people, man. They're humans, man.
Aren't they
They're
all part of
patriots.
the Trump administration? Patriots? Aren't they all part of the Trump team? Aren't they? That's why they're there, no? Because they're with them. They're with the guy. He's the Republican president, isn't he?
Yeah.
Right? What are we talking about here, dude? Come on. It's all fine. I'm just saying, like, whoa, there's a lot of them. They're all there, and the fighters are winning.
You're the one that was saying you were uncomfortable earlier, so.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's no, I didn't like the video package. You don't need to have political propaganda during a UFC fight. Let them be there, but like chill, you know? For sure, give them good seats and take care of them, but like let's relax on the commercials for them. Why are we doing that? It looks bad, man. You know? It turns people off. I'm still going to watch the fights, but I know people that don't want to watch the fights because of that type of stuff, you know? It's not good. I'm just trying to make everybody watch fights. I don't want to turn people off MMA. I want everybody to watch MMA. It's a good sport. John Jones fights in MMA for now. All right, Bruce Buffer doing the...
I mean, those stats were kind of closer than what I expected when they showed the stats.
Mauricio Ruffy, 29-28, unanimous decision. So there you go.
All right, Joe, get to the bottom of the Santos deal. You won't, but.
He won't. Joe Rogan doesn't ask the tough questions. We all know that. Joe Rogan doesn't give us the real answers.
Supposedly Kamala didn't want to talk weed with Joe, man, because of her past and all. Well, that because of her past is speculation, but Joe said that one of the reasons she didn't go do the interview was she didn't want to talk about weed.
Huh.
Because of the years she spent as a prosecutor, so you know, like,
yeah,
oh yeah, I'm a pro weed and all that. Oh yeah, what about the people in jail you put?
Yeah, it's not a very consistent vibe, right? It's not good.
Yeah.
Shout out Leor watching in the chat. Hello, Leor. I saw Doug drop a chat, but I don't see it anymore. Did he take it off? I liked it. Seems to have disappeared in my chat, in my live chat. It's the government censoring Doug, I think. Right? I saw a thing that Doug posted in the chat, and then it was gone. He said something about RFK, and
I'm not
and
in the
gone.
chat.
Weird.
I got 2 football games and fights going on. Can't handle the chat also.
Oh, I got to see what's going on in the chat, brother. I got to monitor. So Mauricio Ruffy wins. He's doing the interview with Joe Rogan now, getting translated. He speaks Brazilian Portuguese, of course. Who? Benoit Saint Denis. He called out Benoit Saint Denis. Okay, so he is a lightweight. Mauricio Ruffy wanted to fight Benoit Saint Denis.
Why not?
Right? What?
Why not?
Yeah, right? Sure. I don't think it really matters.
Hey, more.
More guys. Who are these guys? Who were those evil men?
There was Vivek. No, Vivek's not evil. He's pretty much a libertarian. There was
They
was
just
it
all
Donald
look
Trump
evil. I don't know
Jr.?
who they are. There's
Was
Kamaru
that
Usman and Holly Holm. What do they do?
Why did they look evil? Why do you feel they looked evil, man?
Suits. The
why
suits.
so much animosity?
The suits. The suits and the smiles. I didn't know who they were,
what?
Fred. I don't know who those guys were. They just looked evil to me. I don't know who any of those guys are. I don't. I'm not playing dumb. I actually didn't know. One of them was Trump's kid, I think, right?
Yeah.
The rest of them I didn't know.
Vivek, but I don't want to kill his last name. But I like
don't know
Vivek.
who that is. I've heard the name. I don't know much about
the
him.
Indian dude.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm thinking his name is Vivek, and it was the one guy who was Indian and the three white guys. I figure.
It's not the blonde guy.
It's not Donald Trump's son. It's yeah. Yeah, I've heard about him. I don't know much about him. Some people seem to like him. Some people seem to hate him. I don't really give a shit, man. Like, I don't. Like, this is the thing. Like, I don't like this stuff. I don't want to know. I don't want to be involved. I don't want to see it. I like to avoid it. So when I watch UFC fights, I don't expect it to be there in my face. And I'm like, I have to know who these guys are? Who are these dudes? I will learn to love these people according to VTechno in our Rumble chat. I don't think I will. I mean, I doubt it. I'm Canadian, man. These people have no impact on me. I don't give a shit about American politics. I live in Canada. I'm born in Canada. I don't plan on moving to America. I don't give a shit about like some like third-rate American politician who's like not even president. Like, I don't care about him. Well, why would I learn to love him? How about I learn to continue to not know who the fuck they are? How about that? Fucking, they're jabronis to me, man. Like, who have they ever beat? I know about John Jones and Stipe. I'm not trying to know about Vivek. Viva. Who cares, man? Is he Mexican?
Nope.
Probably not. Trump wouldn't have him around, brother. Let me tell you. He doesn't like that. I think.
Hey, the Latino vote was high for.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah.
Hey, careful.
Puerto
that's
Rican
actually
vote
true,
too, man. Puerto Rican vote was strong, brother. Jake Paul bringing all those Puerto Rican voters around. Jake Paul lives in Puerto Rico. And he beat Mike Tyson last night, and it was pretty easy. It's hilarious. I like how AJ just can't believe it. Like, what do you think was going to happen? What did people expect? All these people picking Mike Tyson to win, too. How? How did they... Like, I just don't get it. Like, from day one, when that shit was announced, I was like, oh, that's a bad look for Tyson. He shouldn't do that. He's so old. And people, including you, Fred, sorry to, you know what I mean, but like, I just didn't get it.
I changed my pick at the end, man. Come on, I gave you.
But like, explain to me how you thought at one point that Tyson would win. Like, I don't get it.
Because those short clips, like you said, those short clips, like, they're deceiving. But when you looked at them, sometimes you're like, oh, wow, look, he could still punch. But yeah, once I saw his legs, and that's what pretty much made it for me, man. Like, I sent you that video where he couldn't take off his shirt, but his legs looked awful. And boxing is a lot in the legs, man. Yeah, it's punching, but it's a lot of movement. And Tyson just couldn't move no more. And a couple of times in that fight yesterday, I saw it like he wanted to cut and it just wasn't there. It just wouldn't like his knee just wouldn't move like he wanted. So that's what convinced me to go with Jake Paul. And as far as the fight yesterday, I think Jake Paul decided to go easy on Tyson because AJ's like, oh no, it's fixed, it's fixed. Jake Paul hurt Tyson a couple of times, and if he wanted, he could have hurt him more, man. A couple of times, like Tyson got hurt in that fight. So, look, it should never have happened. I told you guys earlier, I think the guy that comes out the worst looking is Jake Paul, and it's not by his fault because, like, he didn't want to finish Tyson, but people feel so like as if they've been cheated. People feel they've been cheated because like they sold this fight as this big fight and it did not deliver. And Jake Paul would not, if he would have finished Tyson, I think at least there the people would have had like something satisfying to their bloodthirst.
Yeah.
But him not going very hard and Tyson not being able made the people mad. And now people are like mad at Jake Paul saying like, what are you doing fighting an old man? Francis Ngannou even said he was going to slap Jake Paul if he sees him. So, like, yeah, a lot of people are mad at Jake Paul for fighting a 58-year-old Mike Tyson, man. They're like, it's elder abuse, and it almost is, man.
Yeah, but these are the same people who said Mike was going to whoop his ass before the fight happened. The same people
I don't know.
that are mad
I
are the
disagree.
same people that said Mike was going to win.
I disagree. A lot of people thought he was going to lose. Like a lot of people were like, I hope he wins, but he's probably going to lose.
Yeah.
I think that was the consensus.
So what did they expect? And it's like I was telling you before, man, like I don't blame Jake Paul for going after it. It's Mike Tyson. He's a big name. He's dangerous as far as Jake Paul knows, you know? He's dangerous enough. Jake Paul's not a great boxer. He's not a heavyweight. This was a challenge of sorts for him. He knew that it was going to draw lots of money. He's trying to make fights that draw money. That's what he does. He doesn't do fights that challenge him. He does fights that make money. And, you know,
60 million people watched it.
That's it, man. It made money. It did what it was supposed to do. So I don't blame Jake Paul. I blame Mike Tyson's people for letting him think he had a shot. I blame his coaches, his management, everybody around him that enabled him to take that fight. They have been living and feeding off Mike Tyson for his whole life, and they kept doing it. They're just bloodsuckers leeching off Mike Tyson for one more payday. Because when Mike gets paid, everybody around him gets paid.
I mean, he got 20 million, man. I'm happy for Mike. He's going to be okay.
Sure. But
it
was the fight necessary? Was the damage necessary? Was any of that necessary? I don't think so.
Look, I go back to what I say. I think most people are disappointed because the spectacle didn't deliver. And look, it could have been predictable, but look, Tyson wanted to fight, man. He made money. He's okay, man. It's not as if, like, Tyson, I'm sorry, like, it's not like he was the smartest guy before that, and I don't think this affected, like, I don't think it worsened his brain or anything. I just think, like, good for Tyson to make 20 million. He lost. He looked awful. I don't think it hurts his legacy, but you know, some people will say that, but
yeah. I don't think it hurts his legacy. I just think that it was an unnecessary fight. Like, whatever. If he wants to take the fight, take the fight. I think you're right, though. Jake Paul even said in the press conference afterwards, like, I didn't want to hurt him. I held up. I could have done damage. I could have put him away, but I didn't want to.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
If anything was fixed, it was that. It was that Jake Paul felt pity for the man and decided not to knock him out.
And I'm telling you, if he would have knocked him out, he would have got less hate. Or at least he could have continued being the bad guy and all, like, played the heel. But, like, right now, he has to like say I didn't want to hurt him, and yeah, I'm almost sorry I fought him. That's almost like what he
I
needs to
mean,
say.
yeah,
now.
he should be a little sorry he fought him. I think he didn't realize how bad Mike was physically. You know? I don't think he realized that he was so fucked up. I don't think anybody realized how fucked up he was. Like, I thought Mike would have a little bit more than, 30 seconds? You know what I mean? He had nothing.
I'm going back to his legs, man. I'd be interested to know, like, as he had knee issues in recent years and all that, because honestly, he was not moving well. I'm not even sure if it was a cardio issue. I think it more like he wasn't moving well. Like his mobility was awful.
Having a bit of a technical issue here, Fred.
What's happening?
Nothing. Nope, nothing's working here. We're having some problems with the software, I think. We may have to drop off and disappear and come back. I don't know.
Are we online?
Yeah, we are. No, we're still streaming. I'm just, nothing is responding. Things are frozen. Shit. We're in a bit of trouble.
Shit.
Yeah, we're a bit screwed.
So basically, we're staying on this screen for the whole night.
No, we're not going to do that. We're going to figure something out. I don't know. I'm not sure what. Our team is going to figure it out and work on it for us because this is a problem.
Are they working live, or you have to wake them up?
No, they're live. It's live right now. We need to figure something out, right? It is frozen. Huh. Well, we're still streaming, but we definitely have got some technical issues. We may have to disappear and come back.
So who's the favorite in this fight there? Who's again, it's a mismatch.
Yeah. Karine Silva is the favorite. Araujo plus 240. We may have to disappear for a second and come right back. I think the stream will remain. All right? Let's do that now. Let's do that now while we can. We'll be right back. We'll be right back. I think. Bear with us. Stay with us on the Ringside Report Network. I think we're going to take a short pause. Araujo Silva starting their fight right now. Just trying to get the okay here. Or not. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Okay. I don't know. I think we'll be back in a second. Or not? What's happening? I'm not getting any info and nothing is going on. This is weird. Araujo and Silva in the first round right now. Not a ton of action. Feeling each other out in the first minute. Okay. We will
What's happening?
We will be back. I think I got to do something. I don't know. It's like I need more info. We'll be back. trying to fix this. Having a frozen issue. We'll reset, reboot, come back in like a minute. Keep you going for UFC 309.
I'll go get some chips.
There you go.